is a Bramble Jam podcast.
It's Thursday, September 24th, and I've got a good idea. Take the day off.
I call mine the hand dry.
I was just picking things off shelves.
What was the best thing you got?
That was the best. What?
What was the best thing you got from the shelf?
I got a lot, some good cereal. Magic spoon.
Amen, buddy. Amen. Amen.
Take the day off, everybody.
Just do it for the love.
We're up at 5 a.m. for you. We're here telling you take the day off. Just do it.
Tired.
Just do it. You seem really tired right now.
Today's going to be a day that I think is going to be a hard sell, but I think it's a day that, why not? It's Thursday. It's almost Friday.
You may as well make it Friday. You may as well make it Saturday.
That's exactly right. So I think that's what we're trying to say. Even if you don't.
This is like when you talk yourself into buying the biggest TV.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, the 42-inch is $500, and the 60-inch is only like $200 more.
Yeah.
So we should get the 90-inch.
For $1,000.
Yeah, Tuesday is kind of like Friday Eve.
That's right.
And we're Thursday. We're already past that. I mean, just go ahead. Just
might as well do it.
Stop working.
Hey, while you're talking yourself into things, why don't you talk yourself into Bramble Jam Plus, BrambleJamPlus.com. I don't even think it's going to be hard to talk yourself into it because it's so good. It's not that expensive. It's less than the price of a coffee from Starbucks, less than a PSL a month to get all the shows completely ad-free in one central feed.
Come on.
It's a no-brainer. And let's be honest, we all know you're still going to buy a PSL, so might as well just also buy Bramble Jam Plus.
And you get to answer all these questions.
That's exactly
which I think
right.
is the biggest bonus, for sure.
It's a huge bonus. Yeah. It's a huge bonus. People are
huge.
The
bonus is huge.
I love the question.
I love the bonus.
I answer the best question. The best answer.
The Bramble Jam Plus is the best plus. Of all the pluses, it's the best.
That's exactly right.
People are saying.
Yes. Hey, it is National Cherries Jubilee Day.
Cherries Jubilee Day.
National Cherries Jubilee Day.
We all know what that is.
Yes, we do. And we're going to get to it in just a second. And by a second, I mean right now.
Right now.
Right now. Because you know the hit. Nobody knows Cherries Jubilee like you.
Nobody knows Cherries Jubilee history like I do.
You have no less than 15 T-shirts that just say
15
Cherry Jubilee. It just says Cherries Jubilee
T-shirts. That's right.
Which is an interesting thing. But
and it would surprise no one to know that MACY GRAY did come up with Cherries Jubilee.
Really?
Yeah. You may know her as the singer of that one song.
I try
to say goodbye and I try to walk away and I stand by. What you may not also know about MACY GRAY is she has come out with 3 albums. All of her songs have that same beat to it.
Really?
Yeah, all of her songs do. They all every one of them.
I love it.
She's a huge fan of the cherry. She puts cherries on top of the sundaes. She puts them in the Jubilees. She puts them everywhere.
Really?
I think that's what Cherries Jubilee
No.
is. You don't. There's
Keep
not a
trying.
Jubilee. You put it in.
Keep trying.
But anyway, she wrote a song called Cherries Jubilee, and that is where Baskin Robbins got the idea for the flavor of ice cream Cherries Jubilee. And when the ice cream took off in the late 90s, that is when people realized we need to make this a real deal. So they made Cherries Jubilee a national day where we all eat Cherries Jubilee ice cream. Now, if you don't have a Baskin Robbins close to you, which is most of us, because I don't know if they still exist or not, you got to find one. So that's going to take some time. Mm-hmm. And then you got to go and you have to eat a quart, not a pint, a quart of Cherries Jubilee ice cream. That's what you have to do today. I don't make the rules. Those are the rules. MACY GRAY made them. Baskin Robbins delivered them. Cherries Jubilee Day.
Yep. You're right. You're right, everybody.
What's happening right now? It's just a flow. Cherries Jubilee. It's so good and fresh now. Put the cherries in. I put it on some ice cream for you. What do you want from me? I try to take the cherries and put them in the jar.
It's clear by Jubilee, Jubilee.
We have to stop making this show. It's just the crowning achievement. That's it. It's early.
And she said, I try to take the cherries, put it in the Jubilee. Yes. Cherries Jubilee Day.
Easy for you to say. Jubilee. Jubilee. Get in here, Jubilee.
I want to tell you something. Cherries Jubilee was first served, Dan, at one of the Jubilee celebrations of Queen Victoria. The popularity for the dessert skyrocketed during her reign. It was considered a highly fashionable dessert to offer one's guests. And the dessert made a big old comeback in the 1950s and 60s. And now that classic dessert has earned itself a brand new day. The National Cherries Jubilee Day, September 24th, every year celebrating the dessert, which is, from what I gather...
what is Cherries Jubilee? I honestly don't know what it is. I know it's a Baskin-Robbins flavor of ice cream.
I think it's. It seems like it's cherries with vanilla ice cream. Is that what it seems?
This I think you can serve ice cream with Cherries Jubilee.
Okay.
It does look like cherries with ice cream, like a cherry syrup with ice cream.
Well, what doesn't matter is all of that, because we asked you what the best way to incorporate cherries into food was, because Cherries Jubilee,
come on,
we don't even know what it is.
That's right.
But we do know what cherries are.
Yep.
We do know what food is.
Yep.
So how do we incorporate both of those things together?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
This is our best episode for sure.
Yeah, it is. You're right. The Cherry Jubilees are right here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the fight.
Oh, man. You said cherries, like churros.
I did not. Macy did.
Macy did.
Macy did.
Those Cherry Jubilee songs.
I thought Cherry Jubilee.
Cherries Jubilee. Oh. Cherries are so full.
Welcome back to Cherries Jubilee Day. We just found out what a Cherry Jubilee is.
Cherries Jubilee.
So we hope that in and of itself is the reason to take today off. Kind of but we did ask you yesterday, what's the best way to incorporate cherries into food? Dan, do you have an opinion on this matter?
Not a big fan of cherry flavored food by and large. Fruit flavored food, not a big fan of by and large. I do like cherry candy though. So, it's like sour cherry candy is delicious. It's hard to find actually, but it's delicious. Like a sour cherry, very cherry sour Jelly Belly, jelly bean is delicious. So my vote is the candy on this one. I'm not a big like cherry cheesecake guy or like it doesn't do anything for me. I don't really like cherries by and large, but cherry and candy, cherry flavored candy, bring it home.
A lot of people are talking about drinks with cherry in it. So maybe a Sprite with a spritz of cherry.
You can do that at the Coca-Cola Freestyles.
Yeah. A little spritz of cherry. Cherry cocktail.
Yep.
Blended in an old fashioned. Some cherry milkshakes.
I want to hear your answer before we get to these.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough for me. I like the thing that came to mind was a Pop-Tart, but that's a strawberry Pop-Tart. I don't know if I like it.
You don't like cherries?
I'm sure I do.
Yeah,
I like all the Pop-Tarts. I like all the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, you do.
So probably Pop-Tarts, I guess. I'm not a pie person.
When I think of cherry and food, I think of a whipped cream and cherry on top of like a sundae or a milkshake.
Yeah.
That's what
I just bypass.
Isn't really incorporated.
Yeah. Megan wants to know if a Dirty Shirley's count. What's a Dirty Shirley?
I assume, and I've never had one, but my guess is it's a Shirley Temple, but with some alcohol in it, like a vodka or a rum or something. Vodka would be my guess. Like vodka, soda water, cherries, or like some sort of grenadine. That sounds actually not bad, and I'm not really a big vodka drinker.
Yep. I got a few people saying cherry pie. She's my cherry pie. Gotta get the cherries like a Jubilee.
So that's cherry pie.
Tinder Daddy says that to ask for whatever he's ordering without cherries. That's his favorite food with cherry.
How about cherry cake?
Cherry cake?
I've never heard of cherry cake, but Genevieve says it's so good. Wow. I'm interested. I just don't know.
Angela says that she's from Michigan, which has a cherry festival.
Wow.
So if you want to kind of, maybe you're like us and we don't do a lot of cherry, maybe you want to sample, look into when next year's Cherry Fest is up there in Michigan. It might be the place. It might be the place to kind of experiment with it.
As a garnish on a bourbon old fashioned, I think is a great.
Ooh, here's one that my wife would agree with, and it's a Cherry Garcia ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. That's a very popular flavor.
Very popular. Not my jam, but very popular.
I also imagine that there's not real cherries there as well.
Several people, no, those are real, I think.
Really?
Several people say Cherry Garcia on here, in fact. How about dried cherries in salads? From Sarah Brinkman? I don't know, Sarah. I just don't know.
Sarah. Seth says stoneless.
Stoneless.
What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Seth, what does that mean?
Come on, Seth.
Seth, what does it mean? So a lot of people like the cherries in drinks. What I have discovered on this day is that we don't like cherries.
Yeah.
I don't think people like cherries.
We're trying to find a way to make them palatable.
We have been trying for decades now to like cherries, and we just don't like cherries. I think that's what we've come to terms with.
Yeah, it's a good color pop, I think, is what people like. I mean, River says, I love me a good fruit salad, and cherries are fantastic in them. I don't know about that, River. I don't know if I can stand by that.
Yogurts?
Colleen eats
yogurt?
Cherries plain. She
Wow.
just eats them straight out, like a maraschino situation.
Wow.
Straight out of the jar. That's what I'm talking about.
Melinda says, I love using cherries in savory dishes like cherry balsamic chicken.
Yeah, okay, like a balsamic, like a reduction, like some cherries, balsamic vinegar, reduce it down in the pan, fry that chicken in there. Yeah,
I want to know how cherries ended up being the top of the milkshake, like above the whipped cream. Like, how did that come to be?
I think it's a color thing. I just think the cherry on top. That's a story that I have for another day.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Guys, thank you so much for these answers. Lots of fun ones, but I think what we've discovered is we don't like cherries. And so take the day off and give cherries one last shot.
Give them another chance.
Give them one last go. Yeah. Today is the day that we collectively are going to decide whether or not cherries stay or cherries go.
You got to give it another go.
Cherries stay or cherries go. We'll talk about it. We'll get it. We'll decide collectively. I think is what we're gonna get to.
Yeah, we'll have a vote on it next week.
Tomorrow is Friday, which is very exciting, and I'm very excited about this, Dan. The question of the day for tomorrow is: if you were a superhero, who would you be? We need a name and we need a superpower.
Batman and superheroes in the same week.
What a week! What a week! It's going to be a really fun one. We're going to leave you with a Palahaku, and we'll be back tomorrow here on Take the Day Off. Until then, how about you go ahead and you take that day off, Dan? How about you take that day off?
I'm going to do it. I'm out of here.
Take the day off, me. My bad. It's just me. And I'm sorry about it. Today was one of those days. We're gonna take the day off. I think we need to take the day off to mourn.
We gotta regroup. This Palahaku's never gonna see the light of day.
It's a good one too. It's a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you. You fix.